Iran is effectively blocking one of the most important shipping routes in the world, the Strait of Hormuz.
The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most dangerous pressure points on Earth. A narrow corridor, a global fault line between Iran and Oman. This passage carries a vast share of the world's energy. Every day, nearly 20 million barrels of oil and almost 1/5 of global liquefied natural gas flow through these waters. Most of it heads toward Asia, making the strait a critical lifeline for China, India, Japan, and South Korea. Warships patrol constantly. Radar stations track every movement. Satellites watch from above. Fast attack craft, coastal missiles, drones, and naval mines turn this confined sea into a high-stakes field of calculation. Every route feels exposed. Every signal matters. A single confrontation here could shake shipping lanes, energy markets, and global stability far beyond the Gulf. Yet Hormuz is far more than tension and headlines. Beyond the military shadow lie red beaches where crimson sand blends with the waves like ink spilled on paper. Mineral valleys paint hills in vivid colors. Cold salt caves glisten underground. Ancient fortresses stand silently overlooking the sea. This is the Strait of Hormuz, where danger, history, and hidden beauty meet at the edge of the sea. At its narrowest point, the strait is only 33 kilometers wide. The usable shipping lanes are even tighter, just 3 kilometers in each direction, separated by a small buffer zone. This geography forces thousands of massive tankers into predictable, disciplined paths. Large vessels carrying the lifeblood of the global economy must follow these tight routes. Every movement is closely watched. Its power comes from concentration. A huge share of the world's seaborne oil trade and a significant portion of liquefied natural gas passes through this single narrow gate every day. Energy markets on distant continents depend on ships crossing these waters without interruption. One delay here can ripple across refineries, power grids, and financial centers worldwide. Control the threshold, and you influence everything beyond it. In this confined space, geography itself becomes the ultimate leverage. Along Iran's southern coast lies Qeshm Island, stretched beside the strait like a long stone gate. To one side, the Persian Gulf narrows toward the open sea. To the other, Iran's mainland holds ports, radar stations, and military infrastructure. The island appears dry and austere, but the calm is deceptive. These waters carry a massive share of global energy, and Qeshm stands close enough to observe every movement at intimate range. Qeshm is also home to the Middle East's first UNESCO Global Geopark. Its dramatic canyons, salt domes, and colorful valleys tell ancient geological stories. In the old town of Laft, tall wind towers rise above coral stone houses, quietly catching sea breezes to cool shaded rooms, a centuries-old answer to the intense Gulf heat. Today, in 2026, this strategic choke point is once again at the center of rising tensions. Shipping traffic has slowed, oil prices have jumped, the world is watching nervously. This is the story of the most important 21 nautical miles on Earth. From high above, the strait looks deceptively calm, a thin blue ribbon framed by barren mountains and scattered islands. But geography has turned this place into one of the most critical locations on the planet. The entire strait stretches about 167 kilometers in length. However, its narrowest section is only 33 kilometers across. 2 separate shipping lanes run through it, each 2 miles wide, with a 2-mile buffer zone between them. One lane carries traffic heading out of the Gulf, the other brings ships inward. Powerful currents and rocky islands make navigation challenging. Greater and Lesser Tumb Islands and Abu Musa sit right in the middle of the traffic routes. On the northern shore, Iranian coastal defenses watch every movement. On the southern side, Omani watchposts keep vigil. Each day, roughly 100 large vessels transit these waters. Between 60 and 70% of them are oil tankers and liquefied natural gas carriers. The economies of Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, and much of Saudi Arabia's eastern oil fields have no other sea exit. In 2025, approximately 20 million barrels of oil and petroleum products moved through the strait daily. That equals about 20% of global oil consumption and nearly 27% of all seaborne traded oil. Around 20% of the world's liquefied natural gas also passes here, mostly from Qatar. This waterway has shaped history for centuries. Ancient traders sailed these waters carrying spices, pearls, and silk. In 1507, the Portuguese captured the island of Hormuz, built a massive fortress, and forced every passing ship to pay taxes. Their control lasted until 1622, when Persian and English forces drove them out. The discovery of oil in the Persian Gulf in the early 20th century changed everything. By the 1970s, giant supertankers began crossing the strait regularly. Then came the deadly tanker war of the 1980s during the Iran-Iraq conflict. Both sides attacked neutral vessels. Mines were laid. Missiles struck tankers. Hundreds of ships were damaged or sunk. In 1988, the United States launched Operation Praying Mantis, destroying Iranian oil platforms and naval vessels in the largest surface naval battle since World War II. Even then, the strait never completely closed. The world learned a hard lesson. Whoever can threaten Hormuz, Pranali holds enormous power over global energy prices. The dependence on this strait is staggering. China receives nearly 38% of the oil that passes through it. India, Japan, South Korea, and many European countries also rely heavily on these supplies for fuel, electricity, plastics, and everyday goods. A serious disruption would send shockwaves everywhere. If even half the traffic stopped for a month, global oil prices could easily climb above $150 per barrel. Countries would face immediate fuel shortages, higher transportation costs, rising food prices, and possible power cuts. Airlines would cancel flights. Factories would slow down or close. Alternative routes exist, but are limited. Saudi Arabia's east-west pipeline can move some oil to the Red Sea, and the UAE has a pipeline to Fujairah on the Indian Ocean. However, these cannot replace the full volume that flows through Hormuz Pranali. Most Gulf oil simply has nowhere else to go by sea. Iran has repeatedly warned that it could close the strait if it faces major military attack. In recent years, Iranian Revolutionary Guard speedboats have harassed tankers, and there have been incidents of ship seizures and suspected mine laying. As of early 2026, tensions have sharply increased. Following military exchanges involving Iran, the United States, and Israel, Iran has declared certain areas of the strait off-limits to vessels connected to the United States, Israel, and their allies. Shipping companies have reduced transits. Insurance costs for tankers have skyrocketed. Mines are reportedly present in some zones. The United States keeps its Fifth Fleet based in Bahrain, prepared to protect freedom of navigation. Oman tries to remain neutral, using its good relations with all sides to quietly encourage calm. Under international law, the Strait of Hormuz is considered a transit passage where ships enjoy the right of continuous passage. Iran views the rules differently and insists on stricter controls for certain vessels. This disagreement keeps the situation tense and unpredictable. A full closure would be an act of economic warfare affecting billions of people worldwide. Beyond politics and economics, real people and nature suffer the risks. Fishermen in Iranian and Omani coastal villages still depend on these waters for their daily catch. Rare marine species, including sea turtles, dugongs, and coral reefs live here. Any large oil spill would be devastating. During the 1980s tanker war, millions of barrels leaked into the sea. Today, with far greater volumes of oil moving through, the potential damage to marine life and local livelihoods would be even worse. Hormuz Pranali is far more than just a shipping route. It is a mirror of our deeply connected world, vital, fragile, and dangerously contested. For every nation that imports fuel, food, medicine, and manufactured goods, the stability of this narrow strait matters greatly. It affects daily life in ways we often do not see. The only sustainable path forward lies in diplomacy, de-escalation, and the development of alternative energy routes and sources. Because when the world's most important energy artery is threatened, no country is truly safe. The currents of Hormuz Pranali flow through all of us. Hormuz is not only a military hotspot, it carries a strange kind of allure. Even along one of the most tense maritime routes on Earth, nature calmly creates its most beautiful moments. Thank you for watching. If this journey through the Strait of Hormuz helped you see beyond the headlines, from its hidden dangers to its surprising beauty, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more powerful documentaries like this. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious, and see you in the next video.